Our new bit is starting every episode. He's starting every mode mogging Shogs. Fucking. Welcome back to the Ain't Shit Show.
Thanks. Good to be here.
The Looks Max podcast.
Welcome back to the Looks Maxing podcast. I'm your host, Ivy.
Hold on. There's you're Ivy.
That's me. You haven't introduced yourself, though. I don't know who I'm talking to.
I'm Shoggoth.
Well, that's not the voice of the guy I was just talking to, but that's good to know.
Well, he wasn't going to
do
it, so I decided to jump in.
What's that name from you, buddy?
I'm also Ivy.
No, that's not right. Try again.
I'm Austin Power.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's also me.
I'm the Nooch Master.
Why are you hungry, Marcos? Yeah.
My name is Marcos and I'm hungry. Boo boo boo. You're roasting me for enjoying a sucking Chinese meal.
You were sucking a Chinese man?
Yeah, that too.
Okay,
yeah, but
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't judge.
That's how not racist we are. We see a little Chinese guy, and we're not like, wow, I'm gonna be racist to this guy. We're like, I'm gonna suck that guy's dick.
Exactly.
He'd like that.
Exactly.
And if he doesn't, he'll at least appreciate the gesture.
Okay, hold on. I want to bring up Ashton Hall. Do you know who Ashton Hall is?
Sure don't.
Nope.
Okay.
Sure don't, brother.
He's the center of those memes that have been going around on Twitter of that guy.
Is that J.D. Vance's real name?
No, it's a large, muscular black dude.
Is it the guy with the fucking bottles of Saratoga, dunking his face in ice water? Yeah, it's just so funny, man.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't believe it's real. He's been doing a bit for a year.
His morning routine, he wakes up at 3 a.m. and gets a
4 a.m., 3 a.m. Yeah.
But as I was watching all this, it's wild to me that like a big chunk of the male fantasy is like being a show dog. Like that's what living like you're a show dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like he's a poodle to me. He's a little pretty poodle. Like,
what's his name?
He can run pretty fast, though.
Yeah, but
that's the only exercise I've seen him do, except for like a couple push-ups.
I guess he is kind of... They make dogs do that. When you go to do the best in show, they have you out to go do a trot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, homie's
No, he's doing a full-on sprint, though.
No,
he's going a little above and beyond the standard dog and pony show.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
You guys aren't supposed to talk about stuff I don't know about.
Well, I guess
the rules.
I guess we can't talk about I have a lot of thoughts and feelings
about. What again? Hall.
Dog and Pony Show. The acronym for that is DAPS, I think, and I think you know a lot about that, Shogs. This is dapping.
He's dapping.
Yeah, big daps.
What's dapping?
I know about dabs.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's taking a big, just a nice big dapping going hit it with cocaine or something. I don't know.
I've seen a big shredded black guy.
It's been a while since I've been on the show.
That's him. Everyone's cooking him because all of his content is literally just him waking up at like 3 a.m. and dunking his face in water and like being served like fruits and like I don't know. It's weird.
He had avocado toast in that video that's going around on the Twitter.
He did have avocado.
It's like
toast.
eggs, bacon, and avocado toast. It's real funny.
So are people jealous or like what's his? Oh, he's got the red sole shoes. Very nice.
He also is allergic to socks or something. I don't know. This man has never put on a sock.
Suit. He's got that suit cut right. It's not too
believe
skinny.
He is actually allergic to socks. I feel like he's the kind of guy to have a hyper-specific, hyper-localized allergy on a certain part of his body.
This was bad OPSEC on my end of showing Shoggy this because Shoggy would be like, no, this guy's cool.
Yeah, look at you smoking inside your house.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a weird like fanny pack for his chest.
I wear.
Yeah, he puts a couple things in there like Instagram influencer style too. I don't even know what they are. It's like an Apple AirTag in case he gets lost. I guess
it's a chest harness, and I wear it from my cell phone. So
yeah.
I wear one, so don't be rude about that one, okay?
Okay. I'm just saying the way that he drops it down.
Oh yeah.
He does the thing. Like, have you ever seen the videos of the women with like the really big like thermoses, and they have these like
Stanley cups?
Yeah, the all the like luggage attached to it, and they've got all these like little zippers and everything. They're just like plopping little things into over and over. You know, he had that. He had that energy. It was extremely gay.
Shuggy, it's crazy. You are very much bad bitch sandwich coated, Shoggy. And
well, I mean, I'm a DoorDash driver, so it's kind of my normal water ball doesn't fit into my cup holder.
Yeah, I get it.
And this one's actually really good, and I got it for like $15 off, so it was like $20 or something.
He's gonna get all the fucking fixings. He's gonna get all like little snack plates that go onto it.
No, I just put my sexy little stickers
that
on
now,
it.
Shoggy, but watch in 2 months. I'm gonna
You're
see
gonna
you pull
get
out this eldritch
Gibbets
device.
for my cup.
Yeah, straight up. Homie's drinking out of the contraption, out of the Stanley contraption.
It is really good.
This is
the Eddie one, but the Eddie
this
one
is
was
what a
lot
real
heavier.
man left parentheses woman right parentheses drinks out of. Kind
Also,
of appreciate the weird shapes this is
amateurs.
making
I
my
never
face
drink
right
water.
here.
I think they say
This
the
show's brought to
single.
you by 7 Up.
Fucking no sugar 7-Up.
Yeah.
I think they
My
say.
man's out here drinking diet 7-Up.
Yep.
I think they
Yep.
say this
I
thing's
think-
rated to like keep your drink cold for like 8 hours, but I've had ice less than this like over 40 hours. Like
I
this thing's good
genuinely
as hell.
feel like Diet 7-Up is worse, like as a worse look than
the
Diet
worst.
Mountain.
You're drinking
Diet
Diet
Mountain
7-Up? That looks like the regular can. Oh, that's just what the fuck, dude.
Yeah, I drink it because it
Have
will
some self-respect.
it's
I know that's a
worse
big
for you.
ask for you, but
It's worse for you.
probably.
I know it's worse for you,
That's
dog.
why I like it. That's why I fucking like
All right,
it.
fair point.
Okay, I drink a regular and it's 0 sugar, and I have them battle it out in my.
There's a difference.
Only one.
Only one will remain.
Yeah. We'll see who really has the last laugh.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Fuck, got a soundboard
What you
for
don't
all
know
this
is
shit.
they're working together. They've formed an alliance in your gut to wipe out your biome and give you a new kind of cancer.
Yeah. then look at me. I'm a true.
You look at
Sunday.
Marcos.
7-Up versus Diet 7-Up. Marcos' stomach. Be there or be square.
Marcos, you're the kind of guy who looks at Lou Gehrig and is like, man, I'm so jealous. He got
I should
hold
get
the
my own
season
disease.
after.
I should get my own disease. Marcosian cancer.
Marcosian cancer.
Yeah, Marcosian toe cancer.
You get, I'm sorry if you get Marcosian cancer. It sounds like you have a spiritual
almost elegant.
like you have a supernatural ailment. Is
Yeah.
what that sounds like.
got
You have
ghosts in
you
your
have a
blood.
cancer that can only be described as God, like of the gods.
Yeah.
Oh, so our listener, speaking of Marcosian shit,
Our one listener.
our good friend of the show, Ella, has me reading this Chinese satirical novella, very Mark Twain-esque, called "The True Story of Ah Q," which translates to like Guy Q, and he's a kind of a picaresque like parody of a kind of a the Chinese equivalent, the like turn of the early 20th century Chinese equivalent of like a redneck who's a fucking loser and blames everything on foreigners and stuff.
That kind of rocks, actually.
Except he has advanced Confucian face-saving things where he can like come out of pick a fight, lose it, and come out of it smug because he's like done Lego moving around of like family titles and relations. It's really funny. But there's a really Marcosian bit in here where after he loses a fight, but presently he changed defeat into victory. Raising his hand, he slapped his own face hard twice so that it tingled with pain. After this slapping, his heart felt lighter, for it seemed as if the one who had given the slap was himself. The one slapped some other self, and soon it was just as if he had beaten someone else, in spite of the fact that his face was still tingling. He laid down, satisfied that he had gained the victory. It's like Marcosian.
Yeah, it's something I would do. Be like, can't beat my ass. I whoop my own ass, and I beat that guy's ass.
I beat my own ass. That
Yeah.
guy was a bitch.
Yeah, that guy was a bitch anyway.
I like, Marcos should read this, but it's like, no, maybe
This is some
Marcos shouldn't
shit
read
straight
this.
out of fucking like one of the Yakuza video games.
It's very funny, and yeah, I sent you a
Ella-
picture of the author. Who
Ella
had,
has too much power, I think, in this podcast because
that's why we have to make her a manager or something, just to like
she-
legitimize the fact that we've succeeded to it.
Yeah, she has given me she's given me podcasts to listen to because I like walk, and like YouTube
Yeah,
videos
you
to
walk.
watch.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
First time hearing
Bro,
of it.
bro thinks he's the walker.
Bro, dude, he's fucking ambulating.
I need This you, the ambulator, the ambulator. And it's just
I was so excited that you were on. I knew this was just going to be a Let's Bully Marcos episode.
Yeah. It's been a while. I haven't seen my good friends in a while, and that just means I need to catch up on all the bullying of Marcos.
I've been trying to be nicer to him and treat him like a person.
He seems like he's doing good
exhausting.
mentally, and by that I mean he's like smiling under his breath, muttering that he wants to kill me. So I think he's doing well enough for me to handle it.
I would never kill you. Not
no.
you.
See, it's when he's genuinely smiling at me and saying everything's fine, don't worry about it. That's when I have to worry about it.
Yeah. No, I've been living out hard, and I hate it.
Damn.
It's hard. It's rough. What did I say today? You got to be liberal or something to get some pussy nowadays. Okay, hold on. I just want to clear the air here. The darkest thing that's happened to me recently.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry for the joke.
No, it's fine. This is like Shaggy a while ago on the show was like, Marcos, you consume too much bad content. In fact, the last time you were on was the time that I watched that guy blast himself, the Mr. Fuck You guy, blast himself for the cryptocurrency thing. And you guys should maybe don't watch that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, did you ever take my advice?
Yeah, now I listen to like all of the Pod Save America, the Crooked
that's
Media
worse
podcast.
No, that's worse.
Better for you. It is better for you.
It is. You really shouldn't be listening to. You shouldn't be watching people kill themselves.
I listen to the Daily podcast. I listen to Ezra Klein, Ezra Klein podcast.
Oh man!
But on top of that, I'm also listening to Alex Jones.
Okay.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I get it because you're you're on your own basically for like 8 hours a day, just about, right? So you get bored as shit working a regular fucking job and you're just by yourself and there's nothing going on.
I have to kill 10 hours of silence.
Exactly. Yeah. So I get it because at some point you run out of the good content. It means you got to start listening to some of the bad content.
Yeah.
And I get it. I've been there.
Yeah,
I ain't saying it's great. It's better than watching somebody kill themselves.
RFTB and Western Kabuki don't upload enough. So come on, Dono, come on, man.
You said RTE?
RFTV.
I was like, my man's mainlining like National Ireland news, bro.
No, but I will though. I absolutely will. That sounds like it rocks. No, I've been listening. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to live out, if I'm going to listen to the real lib shit, then I probably should listen. You got
to know your enemy.
I should probably listen to the conservative shit too and see what they're saying.
Know your other enemy.
The thing is that they're kind of two sides of the same coin where a lot of their media is literally just vehicle like investment vehicles, they're just selling you shit.
Yeah.
Right? The difference between
everybody's selling you shit. You can't make shit off ad revenue anymore. It's
the difference between conservative sales funnels is that they're selling you scams, but they're selling it to you in an honest way, if that makes any sense. They're telling you, hey, we got to pay the bills, so you got to buy this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's an element of that there. Some of it, though, is a little bit
it's their own version of the Blue Chew ads.
When you get further away from that, though, when you get into the more esoteric, hardcore, Patriot America #1 podcast, when you start listening to that kind of stuff, I'm the #1 tier 1 operator podcast, you need to have a kill count to be on my podcast type guys. Those guys have deluded themselves into believing the ads. So there is no separation between their show and the ad read.
Lord.
It's almost like Cumtown in a way. When some of their best bits are from doing a Blue Chew ad read.
Yes.
Sometimes the conservative guys will have a guest on, and the guest is straight up being so I went to Bora Bora and I found this plant that reverses cavities. And if, I'm the only person that can extract it.
I was making a joke when I brought that up. I didn't expect they were actually just doing that.
They are doing shit like that. And they're and the guy's interviewing him and he's and he says, go to my website 30 times in a span of an hour. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. but like on the left side, on the liberal left is the wrong word, but on the liberal side,
No, you're right. You're coming around. You're starting to realize.
no, there's no left. There's no left. We are the only leftist podcast. Unfortunately,
We are the only leftist
I'm
podcast.
not.
That's true. Because TrueAnon's liberal now.
Yeah, they're liberals now.
They're
right?
liberals now. Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's a liberal
fucking pinko
podcast, they
shit.
said. Yeah.
Shoggy,
Yeah.
Shoggy,
Liberals are the real communists, actually.
Shoggy, the only.
Well,
Shoggy.
they've accomplished more socialism
Shoggy,
than any
this is how I
communist
know
America.
this is how I know you're a true leftist. Is because you hate leftists more than anyone I've ever met. You were like, I think we should hang them first. Like that's their extreme leftist
I
ideology.
don't
dog.
think that. I think they
put them
should
in
just
camps.
stay
I think we should
indoors and not
re-educate
get in the way of.
Okay, dude. All right, man. I
I
think
mean,
everyone-
re-education is very expensive.
Well,
And rope is cheap, but I don't
I'm
really
just
think that
saying-
we should.
There's a lot of people under an Ivy regime on both sides, that would be facing some sort of corporeal punishment. And they would be transcending this,
Minimum
or
5 years.
descending, I should say, this,
minimum
this,
5 years under the homie regime.
this mortal coil.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah.
5 years minimum.
Yep. We're going back to full prison.
Full
Hey, did
prison.
we ever launch that $50 free crime
No, we did
Patreon
not.
tier?
No, we did not.
I feel like that's a good money idea.
All right.
My regime has my regime has an entire overfunded department trying to figure out how to kill less people.
Killed
you
too
have
many people. I
Anyways,
see.
so
One thing we're doing under my regime, we got to have old-fashioned, difficult methods of execution.
On the
That was the
left
thing
side-
about the guillotine. They rolled that thing out like, wow, it's so easy. We
It's
could
so
do so many of
efficient.
these in an afternoon.
On the-
And then you start like, wow, that's fun. And you start killing too many people.
On the
so
lib side-
we got to do beheadings with blunt, nasty, rusty shovels.
We need to learn how to behead people with a mace.
We want to make it really unpleasant.
Yeah.
For everybody
anyways,
involved.
on
So
the
maybe we'll
left-
do a
on
little
the-
less of it.
on the lib side of these podcasts, they're selling you devices and contraptions. So like
Contraptions.
this
They
is
have
a,
any
this is a
gizmos?
fundamental difference in between like the right wing worldview and the like liberal worldview, right? And the right wing worldview is experience. They want experiences. They have lived a life where the only measure that they can really like see whether or not something is working is it has to have an immediate physical effect. Do you know what I'm saying? So like they want they want the cavity reversing gum. They want courses they can take to talk to women. They want
Yeah.
like,
They
those
want
kind-
the 50-kilogram boner pills from
They
the
want
gas station.
results.
yeah, they want
Make America hard again.
yeah, they want results and
I
they want
want
results.
my dick hard now. I mean, that's sensible,
Exactly.
honestly,
They
as a
want
consumer.
results, but they want results so hard that they're willing to like forego the lack of results and essentially placebo results, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense, right? The liberal ideology is more based on like they want devices, they want measurement, they want ability to measure things, right? So like they'll sell you stuff like something like I think the one that they sell all the time is something called Noom. where- I don't think it's real. I think it sounds literally like science fiction.
Isn't it like
but-
a little mint?
No, it's something you.
Honest to God, isn't that
it
something
a-
from a Philip K. Dick
Is it
story?
like a liberal
Might be.
boner pill as opposed
No,
to
it's not.
a
It's not.
boner pill?
No, that's the wrong. It's a little device that you blow into, right?
Oh, the little. Oh, hang
Yeah,
on.
and it can tell you whether or not you're burning fat or carbohydrates.
Wait, what?
And your nutrition score daily, and like it can tell. There's so many
This
things.
is not what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not a I don't think it's real. I think it's I think it's like a false, but it's giving it's like it's an RNG, I feel like a random number generator, but people are like falling for it because it gives them results, right? And like they're selling programs, and these programs are ways to get measurement from things, right? So like the liberal brain wants data. They want to feel like the data is on their side before they like make any kind of, you know what I'm saying, before they have an opinion on whether or not something works, versus the like Republican aspect or like the more conservative aspect, which is like, this shit works because I think it works, because why would I spend $50 on it if it didn't work? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's so like it's an entirely different mindset. And watching the sales funnels between the two of them as like an outside observer,
No, I do have a contraption.
Yeah, Shaggy.
I'd say that's more of a gizmo.
God damn it, Shaggy.
Even a doodad,
I'm
perhaps.
strangle you, dude.
What? No, I mean, there's all kinds
The
of...
internet, that's crazy.
About
Huh?
Because it's funny. Because it makes you mad. You fall for it every time.
I'm not
that's
trying
why.
to make you mad. I'm trying to, like... I'm saying you're right. You're right. Now
Marcos
you're looking like
does, in fact, want to kill me.
Now you see, you're doing your racist face. You don't even have to, like, touch your face to do it, either. You can just, like...
Shut up. You make me so angry.
Do it again.
Make me so mad.
Do it again.
No, I'm gonna pass out if I do it again.
You look like Bugs Bunny's going to beat you up in an old World War II cartoon.
God, bring me more chicken legs.
How red you made me. You made me so red.
So
You made me so angry.
I got this hat with Bugs Bunny and the Valkyrie
Yeah,
outfit
you did
from,
get real red, actually.
from What's Opera Doc, which is
man's
now
a
no
beat.
longer on at Max, but you can watch it on thearchive.org. I was down at dispensary today, and both the guys were like, because I got a little compliments on my sexy Bugs Bunny hat.
Dispenser today,
And one of them was like, "Oh yeah, is that what Bugs Bunny's girlfriend?" Is like Lola Bunny. It's like, yeah. I was like, no, that's Bugs Bunny in a dress. Back in the day, we didn't fucking need Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny dressed up like a girl, and it was better than Lola Bunny. You kids these fucking days, your sexy, horny girl Bugs Bunny is just depressing.
Yeah. Well,
The state of education in this
story.
country.
Thank you for sharing.
You're
Appreciate that.
Good
story.
I thought it was illustrative.
Hi, welcome to the
And,
Ain't Shit Show. I'm
commentary
Ivy.
on
This
society.
is the first time that we bullied Shogs. I feel bad.
Welcome,
Shogs. That's the
welcome back
difference.
to the Ain't Shit Show.
Shoggy can't handle the bullying. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. You don't react
He's
to
my
it.
soft. He's my soft
You just
boy.
accept it, and that's not fun. It's not fun to kick a
It's
guy that
kinda-
doesn't kick you back.
It
You know what I'm
just
saying?
rolls off me.
Yeah, but that sucks. That sucks. You know, you make fun of me.
Yeah, you should take the punches and bleed.
Yeah, you should take the punches and like
All
get
right,
mad.
let me.
Actually,
Turn red.
letting the
Turn
river
red.
flow around you like water is actually
You listen to
bad.
me, you dizzy broad.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Don't ever accuse me of being dizzy. Thank you very much.
why does that make you mad?
Now we're
No, I
flipping
just
it
don't
out.
get dizzy.
Welcome back to the
I don't
bully
even
show.
get hangovers.
Welcome back to
Like,
the fucking bully show. Fuck
welcome
you.
back to the bully show.
Welcome back to the Ain't Shit Show. Fuck you.
Welcome back. No, but for real, welcome back to the Ain't Shit Show. I'm
Welcome
Ivy.
back to the You Ain't Shit show.
Oh,
Welcome back to the Suck
yeah,
My
you
Shit
the
show.
listener ain't shit.
That's rude.
No,
I like
you-
that.
Patreon.com/conflict.
That's so stupid.
Number one not racist Findom podcast.
Yeah. I should listen. I should listen. They probably have Findom podcast. I should probably
But
listen.
they're
to them.
racist. Or at least they're not
I
racist.
listened to a Gooner podcast.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think they have Findom podcast because I think that's pretty kind of like part of the thing of the financial domination is you can't just like give
Well,
that shit away for free, you know?
I think they do have them. They're just all set at a really high Patreon tier.
Yeah, it's like it's an OnlyFans thing that you have to pay like $100 a
I
month or
can
something
guarantee
for.
you right now that by the end of tonight, I can find at least 10.
I'm
I can
fine
At
find
with
least
that.
10
At least 10
I don't doubt
for
it.
free.
for free for the frizzle.
Okay, full
Yeah, look, not-
episodes.
Yeah, and
Probably
then you
not
pay
the
for the
entire
Patreon
series,
to
yeah.
get your name, to get personalized ones. Come on, come on.
Okay,
use your business sense
okay,
here.
okay.
Be a little pragmatic.
Okay.
I
That
listened
sounds
to
kind of like watered down.
You accusing me of not
commercialized
being
financial
pragmatic.
domination.
I'm accusing you of not
Also,
being a
I'm
good
gonna have to
business
pop
woman.
off for just a second to go do
Get out of
something
here.
with my.
Get the fuck out of here, Sean.
Yeah, bye. See ya.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go.
Okay.
We're
I
just
got
kidding.
some ribs in the oven.
Shogs, go enjoy your ribs. Enjoy your life.
I'm
dude.
not gonna
Shogs
enjoy
has
them.
to go
I gotta
tickle his
sauce them
ribs.
up.
You're gonna go sauce up his ribs.
Yeah, he's
On the
getting his
podcast.
ribs all sauced up. He's saucing them up right now. Saw him reach under his shirt.
Do not. No, I don't want to have to edit his nipple out because.
Why would you edit my nipple out?
I
Yeah,
don't
why
know.
would
I
you do
feel
that?
like
It's
I
a male
should.
presenting nipple. You don't have to edit that out.
I feel like I
It's
should.
like Tumblr rules.
I don't know. I feel like I should. I just feel it feels right. I got accused of not being. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
You got accused of not being what?
Stop it! Oh my god, dude! I
What,
got
you can't fucking. Or
I don't-
what was this
I don't
fucking?
wanna- I just don't wanna deal
Are
with
we
it.
from Gen Alpha
No, I got
now?
accused. I got accused of not being a feminist, and it hurt my feelings. All right, because I love bitches. All right. No, I just
I love
like.
women.
I love them.
I mean, I would never call you a feminist.
yeah, but it's.
I'm a feminist.
I come from a place of galaxy brain Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
A
what
place
it is,
of galaxy brain.
yeah, like I think too highly about like the concept of womanism.
Womanism.
Well,
The concept of woman.
You have a kind of reverse noble savage view of women. Where you're the noble savage.
Where you are the noble savage. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is. I just like don't. I don't.
What?
Like, okay, someone was like, you know, this is a larger overall data. God damn, you're talking like fucking
From Star
liberal.
Trek?
No, the
The
data.
one with the cat?
Data and polls have
The
shown.
poll. What do the polls have to do with this?
Oh my god.
I think he means like the polarity that you could reverse in like the Enterprise.
Yeah.
okay.
When
You
you
do
have to
some
like get
kind
the
of-
they have to
Doctor
get the
Who
engine
thing.
restarted or something,
Yeah.
or the
Oh,
something
man.
with the
Have a
shields.
fucking-
Sometimes when your dilithium crystals run out of sauce.
But you gotta
have an
jack
aneurysm.
off with your boys to recharge those dilithium crystals.
I did like the episode where Data and Morph jacked off together. This is very
gonna have
dishonorable
I'm gonna have a
behavior.
fucking aneurysm.
I simply wish to experience
I'm gonna have
this human
fucking
bonding
aneurysm.
behavior.
The five people at home.
This
are gonna
is
see me
actually the
die,
most.
Literally
This is
die.
the most mad I think I've ever seen you. I'm so sorry, my
Red,
brother.
you're so red.
I'm so sorry. You look actually mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Don't tell me I was
Don't put in the podcast that I was mad.
no.
But we were talking about how you
I have
put
a
women
point
on a
and it's-
pedestal.
I have a point, and it's literally like it's floating out of my skull as I'm trying
Okay.
to. I'm trying.
Something about data.
Okay, data overall throughout on a worldwide scale, the divide between women and men is growing, where like men and women are just straight up not getting along. They're finding that more and more men are conservative, are being captured by a conservative force, and women are being captured by like are essentially becoming more liberalized, or like viewing a liberal society, right? Like, and like if you think about why that is, a lot of it there's like, it's not just, it used to be the reason behind that is like, you know, the birth rate is going down, a bunch of stuff is happening with men and women, and like a larger part of it is that men and women cannot couple. They're not coupling. Men are alienating themselves from women, and women are alienating themselves from men.
Yeah.
And it's like a growing
It is known.
issue. It's like a growing issue, right? It's causing birth rate decline. It's causing a bunch of stuff. And like all the old ways of looking at it being like, you know, market driven, like first world countries only experience this kind of birth rate decline and all that stuff, and coupling decline. Like that's literally going away. It's even happening in the third world, and people were not quite sure why. The only correlation so far is if you are offline less and you're a woman, you tend to be less inclined to want any kind of liberation, right? You're more inclined, you're more okay with the patriarchy essentially, right? Or with a patriarchy, right? And so
Okay.
like,
I can kind of see that, right? Because that kind of goes with the whole like same argument of what they've shown, like college educated women tend to be like more like significantly more progressive than like even college educated men.
Yeah.
Let alone like non college educated men, and that's not really saying something about. I think colleges. I think the point of bringing up like college educated is just to show that like a person has run through like the level of education they need to actually get into like an institution of higher learning. It's just like a degree of like learning basically that you have.
in
But
this
like,
conversation that I was having with someone, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in this conversation that I was having with somebody,
damn, Shocks has duct tape on his leather chair.
Chuck,
Damn.
does that surprise you at all? It's
No,
shocking
it
we're talking
doesn't.
about-
It doesn't. I just didn't expect it to be like right behind his head the whole time where I couldn't see it.
So
Anyway,
in the conversation I was having with somebody,
yeah,
with this person,
Yeah.
we were talking, and she said that like overall women have made incredible gains, like in every field that they've gone into.
yeah.
Lots of male dominated fields
Mm-hmm.
are
Women
now
rule, quite frankly,
turning into like women
and we
dominated
should rule.
fields.
Literally. Yeah.
And so like, well, I was saying that like, she was saying, and like, that's huge and a massive thing. And I was like, yeah, but like my viewpoint on that is that like, it should have been a given not something that should be no, I'm not trying to dismiss it. I don't want to be dismissive, but I'm trying to say that it shouldn't be celebrated because it should be commonplace. Because do you get what I'm saying? And there should be no
equality between the sexes should be a normal thing.
It shouldn't
there
even
shouldn't
be equality.
Be gains.
It should be equity between the sexes because of how.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Right? Is like the gains that women are making are not. Like, they shouldn't be viewed as anything other than simply catching up to what the status quo should be.
Yes. Yeah. Correctly. And
so,
no,
I understand completely what you mean.
So this person who was essentially saying that's kind of dismissive.
I would also like to say, by the way, the same for a lot of minorities and things like that have been historically oppressed, and the reason why there's this perception among a lot of white cis men, not to use terms that might make anybody upset or anything, but you know who you are, that make them feel less enfranchised, because in a way they are, but they were over enfranchised from the get.
Yeah. Well, there's also there's an aspect of there is no social net that allows them to compete. The problem is that it cuts both. You're right. It cuts both ways, right? When a guy doesn't have to compete as hard to get something, when he does have to finally compete with a larger sample set or group of people, it does feel well, why the fuck do I got to do it now? I thought
exactly.
I was good. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely does. It hinders. It cuts both ways, but that's not what I'm getting at. What she was trying to illustrate to me is that what I was trying to illustrate to her is that the way that I think about women in general is that I am aware that their struggles exist and have always existed, and I feel like they should always, but the end goal for a real liberatory feminism should be a removal of the concept of woman, if that makes any sense, of a divide between man and woman, genderless society.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? People should be able to present however, and it isn't gendered. So
the logical outcome of it is genuinely a form of, to use a actual academic term as it's supposed to be used, gender abolitionism. Right? Which is something that I believe in, but not in the sense that people need to abolish their genders or whatever. It's just it's the belief that you should be who you want to be. It's biocosmism. Be whoever you want to be, if you want to.
Me back when I was a boy, there's only two ways to be, and that was you were a men's or a worman. And
worman,
and
just worming around.
You were either a worman or you were a men's, and if you weren't one, then you could be the other, but you couldn't be both. Because brother, where are you gonna go to the bathroom? Where are you gonna go poo poo at, brother?
Sitters and standers. This is solved. Sitters and standers.
Shitters and pissers, I think.
No, not shitters and pissers. Sitters and standers.
No, shitters and pissers.
Some people probably stand to shit, man.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
disgusting.
Saying,
they should
listen,
be. They should be. They should be. No, but they are fucking freaks, and they should be kept aside.
No, they should.
No, they shouldn't be given anything. No, they should be relegated. Is what they should be.
No, this is. Ivy says, if you're a shitter, I'm putting you in a camp.
If you're shitter while you stand, that's disgusting. What are you, a horse? Ivy, would it bother you to know that I'm a standing shitter? I'm not a standing shitter. That's crazy. Yes, it would. It would bother me. I know, but I know you're not, because you never do something that deranged.
I am deranged, but I'm not.
I know you're that. I know you're deranged, but you're not deranged like that.
You know, I have shat and stood up. When I go camping, I can't bend all the way, so I have to do a weird crouch to poop because I got bad. We can't hear you, Shaggy. Here.
Squatting is fine. Okay, so what you were talking about while I left was very interesting. Can you run back and repeat all that for me?
I was just ultimately what I was trying to get at is that I don't think women exist. Is what I'm trying to say. Women aren't real. Women are.
That sounds like something you'd say. Yeah.
women
Now
are,
we get to see the other angle this conversation would have taken.
yeah. Women
One on one arm, a nice thoughtful conversation between two intellectual, capable, watching the brain waves vibrate back and
brain
forth.
trust over here.
Yeah.
And on the other arm, we've got some of
Two
the most
Machiavellians.
retarded stuff you could say.
too real dark. You know what I'm saying? The dark side. And I was saying that growing up, you could be a men's or a woman. And
Yes, sir.
Back when I was a kid, we didn't even know there was women's. We just hump on
Mormons.
everything, and then one day noticed one thing was a little more slippery, and the other was like, shit, I think there's ladies here.
I heard pray tell that there are ladies around these parts. They call them their lady parts. That's where we got the term lady parts. I learned about that in the
I
Bible.
saw this new anime, Neo Vagina Evangelion.
I learned that
Vagina Evangelion's pretty good.
I learned that in the Bible. I read that two times a week with Mima. I do wish I was from the South. I wish I was a retarded guy from the South.
I wish you were
think
from
about
the
that all the
South,
time.
too.
I think I'd be happier.
You should be a swamp person. You'd be so good
I'd
as
be
a
so
swamp
happy
person.
as a swamp person.
Just
As
wearing like your overalls.
Yeah,
your
as one of
old
those- as one of those
boots with no
Cajuns.
laces, and even though you're wearing overalls, you still got a belt made out of like a piece of rope, piece
That I
of burlap
found?
sack that you
Yeah.
you cut up.
I
and
tie it
refashioned.
under my belly so that I like accentuate the fact that I got a belly. You know, I'm
You're
like,
smoking like an old corncob pipe from the 1900s.
boy, I tell you what, boy, down in the swamp, you gotta say the swamp, the swamp, boy. You gotta put a little lift in that, boy. There's a
Lip.
little lift in that one, boy. Hey, boy,
Got a
you made fun of my
gator.
accent, boy, but that's where I'm from.
You have a
The
pet
swamp.
gator named
Got a
Bocephus.
pet, yeah. My
No,
pet
it's
ga-
Bothethus.
no, it's
Bocephus.
Buford.
No, that's not
Buford
swampy.
Beauregard
That's a little
the
more.
33rd.
That's more dry land. That's more
Yeah,
Georgia.
I was going way more
That's-
flexation. I flipped it out.
that's very South Carolina of you.
Swamp people have very fancy names.
They do. Aloysius.
That's my Gaia Agamemnon Herodotus.
I actually think this might be racist for real.
The Cajuns?
I think
Cajuns
no.
are French.
I think what this current bit is I think maybe actually racist.
Well, let's keep going and find out.
We gotta bottom it out.
No.
We gotta get to the bottom of this. I refuse to be considered a racist.
I refuse.
Until I do something racist.
I refuse.
No, I think it's a Cajun. It's Cajun. We're doing Cajun. I'm doing Cajun.
I can't even tell how raised this guy is. I'm too busy looking at how close his eyes are together.
Yeah, there we go. That's this is the deep southern. The deep.
And when he cracks
South.
open that bread, I'm just like, oh. Puts that andouille sausage on there and that egg, that fried runny egg. Like, oh God, here it come.
I was.
I would brave the swamps to eat this man the sandwich.
I'm afraid of going to like Louisiana though, because I feel like I would be too happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God forbid.
Sure.
That
kind of happiness
would be
is
bad for
too-
content.
No, it would just be bad in general. Like I would disappear. I'd go. No one would hear from me again. I'd go be a swamp person. I'd live out on the bayou. You know what I mean? Like it feels right. It feels natural. And I just found out that they got Vietnamese girls. They got thick Vietnamese girls out in the bayou. Like
Yeah,
what am I
nice.
doing here? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? They got swamps in Vietnam. Bro, I'll go be
Yeah,
an Asian in
that was
Vietnam.
kind of I mean, not swamps, but jungles. Yeah,
No, they got swamps. They do got swamps.
Yeah.
I looked into this. They do got swamps. A thwomp. Boy, I go
I'm
down.
in Russia too. 'Cause I looked into this. I played
Vietnam,
Metal Gear Solid
Just
3.
the thwomp is stuck
thwomp.
in my head because every time you say thwomp and you mean swamp, I just
Yeah.
see the big angry face from the Mario
Yeah,
guy.
well, the brick
You know?
guys.
Yeah. Making that sound once during sex before promptly being executed by my wife.
Just busting and immediately
So I fell into a hole. Reels has figured me out as like this guy will just watch Annie Asian person make street food for hours.
I watch anybody make street food. Period.
I like all.
You got a nice food cart or something going on there. I want to see what's going on back there.
Fuck those Turkish ice cream guys. Those guys are assholes.
Fucking ice cream asshole.
Fucking playing
that
games.
shit makes me mad. I watch that shit.
Here's the thing. Enough people should know by now what those guys are doing.
I know.
You're going there to get flim-flammed. That's not on the ice cream guy at that point.
Fucking ice cream. And I'll tell you what happened. They tried
you
to
want
shut me
ice
out,
cream?
punch 'em right
You
in
can
the
go
face.
pick up a
Take my
fucking
ice cream.
half-gallon of Blue Bonnet or
go to
something like
Turkish
that at the
jail.
grocery store.
Let me tell you something. All right.
Let me tell you something.
Let me learn you something. A Greek would never do
Let me
that.
break it down for you, Mark.
Yeah.
A Greek would never what? Fuck a
Greek would
woman?
never fuck with your ice cream because they know that it's delicious and that you want it.
Yeah.
Right? Only a fucking filthy Turk would be like, would be like, oh you want this? Oh you paid for it and you want it? Too fucking bad, dickhead. Yeah, listen, Greek supremacy here.
I agree.
I thought we were talking about ancient Greeks.
Yeah,
I was like, an ancient Greek
Which
would
is
never
what- yeah.
fuck a woman.
Well, that too. That just makes them cooler. But I'm saying,
They did though. I mean, that
Greeks?
was kind of what the whole
Nah,
Iliad
I
was
don't think
about.
they did.
They were extremely bisexual. I mean, the Iliad is
they
just
were very
about
bisexual.
Achilles' whole thing was like, they took my sex slave. I'm complaining to my boyfriend.
It's me that like the way the Greeks see women is very much like women are for procreating and men are for having sex and.
But seriously, we do gotta watch out for the Turks and the Persians.
Yeah. I forgot the Persian. I always forget
Persians
that
keep
Persian.
saying we're not the fucking Persians. Stop calling us that. This is the glorious Achaemenid Empire.
When I was a kid, I was always constantly confusing Persians and Prussians because I didn't know there was a difference.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, I don't know the difference.
That's wild.
I was a
Imagine a
child.
Persian guy in like a powdered wig and like tight legs.
To me, I was
Just
like,
a little
why-
the spike helm or whatever. He's like drawing up military charts and
I was
everything.
just like, why are these two guys named the same thing but they're different guys? Like, it was confusing to me.
That's true.
Right?
Wait till you hear about the Parsi.
Who the fuck are
That
the
type of guy.
Parsi? Like Farsi?
Yeah.
Are they the same guy?
Parsi. No, that's different guys.
Oh, okay.
Apologies to all of our Farsi
like
and
fine-
Parsi listeners.
It's like finding out like there's like two types of Polynesians. You know what I'm saying? There's like, you know what I'm like? Oh, there's these guys from Antarctica and they call themselves Polynesians, and then like there's guys from the Polynesian islands.
Yeah, they're like, there's like the Alolan variant, and then there's the ice type.
You get the rare. You get the you get the. I forget what.
Literally
they're
the Alolan variant
called.
in Pokemon terms.
I'm trying to think of what else. What else was been on my mind besides women and politics?
Women in politics are on my mind all the time, buddy. Let me tell you what. I'm always thinking about my wife and.
She's always thinking about
no,
women.
women. Thank you very
Wormans?
much. We
It's
are
wormans?
women. We are women.
Whams.
We're not whammons.
Did I
This
ever
is
tell
not.
you?
This is not a PewDiePie meme review from
Birds.
2017. We are not whammons.
I'm only starting to refer to Obama as like Michelle.
Obama?
When I say Obama, I mean Michelle Obama and not Barack Obama. That's like it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Back when Obama's husband was president.
What's Michelle? Yeah, sorry. What's Miss Obama's middle name?
Yeah.
Does she have her middle name? Hold on. Michelle Obama.
Michelle.
I'm gonna say
What's her name?
Michelle Augustus Obama.
Lavon. Oh, she has two middle names. Lavon Robinson.
Lavon Robinson.
Yeah, Michelle
hard.
Lavon Robinson Obama.
one of them's
I
probably
guess
her
that
maiden
makes
name.
sense.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
they're like rich enough to keep their
Well, no, they're not
like middle
hyphenated
name.
though. They're not hyphenated, so they're not ridiculous about it.
No, they're not hyphenated, but it's like it's a thing to. My mom did this too. When you get married, you drop your middle name and you replace your middle name with your mother's maiden name, and then your new surname is the one of the man you married. That's a pretty common thing to do.
I feel like if I were to get married, I would take Christine's last name, but then I would also drop my middle name and put in like a silly one.
Ooh,
Like Marcos Florida Nguyen. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's cool. People are like, oh, Florida? Like, nah, Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Marcos.
Danny Jay's Shaga. You mean Jay-Z, not Jay's.
Jays. Marcos the Fugees win. Did I tell you that I got on my YouTube?
Marcos United States Virgin Islands win.
Marcos Chameleonaire.
Marcos Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and win.
Did I tell you that
Marcos
I got a badge? YouTube
Ludacris.
You got a badge?
Yeah, YouTube Music gives you a little badge if you like listen to a musician.
Sorry, did you say YouTube Music? YouTube running a fucking streaming service.
Did you get Xbox accomplishments for using an app?
You do get those. I love honestly. You know what's fucked up is that like the Apple one, the fucking Apple Watch one, the one that tells you like you did a good job.
Honeycrisp.
The 30, like when you do the steps and you get all three,
the Gala tracker or whatever it is,
and then you get the little challenge coin at the end of the month saying you closed 30 days.
the Fuji coin.
That shit hits me so. I'm like, oh, well, give me more. I can't wait for the next one.
Give me a little gold star.
I love that. I love getting a gold noodle star. I love that when you're like when I was a kid. And you were a good noodle, and you get the good noodle star. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was like, "Fuck yes!" And like, prime.
Good job, man.
That's all I want. All I want is if there was a way. You know what? I would take a pay cut at the post office if they fucking gave me a gold star at the end of the week because I did a good job. I would take a
Don't be broadcasting that. Somebody at Doge might be listening.
I would take a $10 pay cut. If it meant I got a good
$10, okay.
$10
per hour. That's crazy.
Per hour. if I got,
I would
have my income.
I would have my income because I want a fucking gold noodle star. I just want an America that gives me a fucking gold noodle star. Like we get nothing. It's infuriating. I can't have healthcare. I can't have kids. I can't have anything. I just want a fucking noodle. I want a good noodle. The good noodle star. Yeah, I want.
I'm mad as hell. And I
one
want
from
a gold
SpongeBob.
star.
I got you.
I just, when you're a good noodle, they put a little star next to your name, and you get, you know what I'm saying? And that's all
true.
I want.
They do that.
That's all I want, dude. If there was like in America, if there was like a service that gave you a good noodle for being a good noodle, I would be a good. That's legitimately. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is how I become a fascist. I will rat all of you out immediately for the good noodle star. I would be like, Ivy's kind of she's a little too progressive, if you ask me. Gold noodle. There we go. Here's the good noodle star. Shaggy has a business that he doesn't report on his taxes. Good noodle.
I thought I was the one with the business.
I was trying to protect
We're all
thank you. I do report on my taxes though, or I will after this year is over because I incorporated this year.
I am in a good noodle star, your ass. Say hello from Gitmo.
Say hello from Gitmo.
I'll send you a postcard of my good noodle stars.
Dude, that sounds like
after you've done all that, and they only give you the silver star.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Say hello from Gitmo sounds like something like a Doge employee would post on the White House account.
It does. Honestly,
it's so fucking soy.
Yeah.
Say hello from Gitmo.
Gitmo.
We've deported your ass.
Say hi to Hamas for me. Oh my God.
We ripped out this guy's colostomy bag right in front of his family, and then we deported them to Gitmo.
No, they're sending everyone to, what is it, that C place? C-Hack or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah,
it's
and fucking shit. What's his name?
It's in Venezuela. I can't
Maya
remember.
Bibe, or what's his name? Mabibo Benuele. I don't remember his name.
I've been fucking pretty heavily
El
with
Ron
Brazil
Hoya
lately.
That's
it. No, he's allowed to do that, I think. Who's that?
What were you saying,
South American or perhaps Central American dictator who is taking American citizens.
I hope it's the Brazilian one because I've been fucking pretty heavily with Brazil lately. Brazilian music is the fucking
Brazilian music is good.
Naive
so
Bukele.
fucking good. It's got all kinds of crazy
I plugged in that
history
exact sentence as a search term into Google, and I got an Economist article from 2020.
Hell yeah!
I have
It's
not
Bukele.
heard I have not heard a bad Brazilian song. It's kind of...
Well, they kind of figured out music. It's weird.
They did.
Clearly.
Yeah. They just like they figured that music only really has two flavors, and it's doom cha or boop boop, and that's
Well, there was a huge controversy, like in the
song is that.
60s, over like electric guitars, and it got really political and gnarly for a while. I was listening to some of the music that these guys got like banned by the left and imprisoned by the right over. And it's like, this is for good shit though. There's no bad Brazilian music. It's wild.
I think it's cool. I think that it's cool that like one of the main contributing factors why Che Guevara stopped fucking with Castro so much is because Castro refused to stop using the Euro step when he was dunking.
That's
on
so
dudes.
funny, man. I bust that every time I see, like, that's like my favorite Parks and Rec thing to mention to like guys that I see just like Euro stepping on the fucking court and like friendlies. Just be like, you know, Che Guevara thought that Fidel Castro was not a suitable he was not a suitable member of the revolution because he kept pulling the Euro step like that.
That was confusing for a minute. It's like, I don't remember that episode of Parks and Rec. It's like, oh yeah, Ivy's job.
Oh yeah, it's my fucking job.
Ivy, you're kind of
Huh?
You're like if what is her name?
I don't
What's
know.
the name of who's the Liz Lemon on that show?
Yeah, the
the
Liz
Amy
Lemon.
Poehler
Who's
character.
what's her name? It's like
Oh no, I've never seen the show.
it's like
That's cute.
Bloober or something.
Blooper.
It's like
Yo, Bluey's on this show, Parks and Rec. Have you heard?
yeah, have you heard?
Bluey the cartoon dog.
I can't
TV
get over
women.
that.
TV women. There's two types of women on like network television. There's the Lois Griffith and Liz Lemons.
There's a third one. There's for sure a third one.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
There's the third one.
fucking shit. What's the name of any bitch on Fox News?
No,
No, I
that's
meant
not
like on real
on
shows.
TV shows. There's a third one.
Oh, on TV.
Networks,
Those aren't TV
network
shows.
specifically, not cable.
No,
Infotainment, is that not TV shows?
No, it's not TV shows.
Like, you get an
It's
HBO, you
podcast
get like
for-
all
it's
kinds of
podcast for
women.
retards.
It really is.
Yeah,
It
that's what-
really is.
yeah.
That's why
We're-
they have to make them all look the exact same.
Yeah,
And we're Fox
They can
News for
change them out.
geniuses.
yeah, we are.
You could put anybody who's not like a dirty blonde, blue-eyed with Republican makeup on Fox News, and it will confuse the entire viewing audience because they don't expect
I
anything
love the
other than
name,
that.
I love the names of like local Fox News reporters. 'cause,
Laura
like,
Loomer, that was her name that I was looking for.
No.
She
Laura
the one who
Ingraham
was-
also.
Yeah.
Okay, no. The third type of girl is the girl from fucking what is that show? Scrubs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't see
I-
that either.
No.
Not Carla. The other
I saw
one.
Garden State, and I never wanted to see another thing that Zach Braff
How
was
the
involved in
fuck
ever
have-
again.
There's no way I'm whiter than the two of you combined.
That movie made Natalie Portman unattractive to me, which is Jesus Christ.
All right, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care about who you find attractive. You find.
Well, I do.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
know
gonna
you
complain
do.
about it.
Did I tell you that Shoggs entered his Gooner arc with Janie on the worst episode we've ever done?
Whoa.
Where he just stared at it for an hour at Sydney Sweeney's tits.
I don't even think Sydney Sweeney's that like she's not really my type. Those boobs are just
Oh
like
my god, that's wait,
sacred
no, I feel like
geometry
wasn't I
shit going
there
on.
for that?
No, you were not there for
You-
that.
Is
you
that
would not
another
have- no,
recent
you would
thing?
not have
'Cause
tolerated it.
I
Yeah.
swear that this has been a thing that has
Because I keep
happened
bringing
before.
it up. I keep talking about it because it infuriated me. Because I expect that kind of
Positive
behavior.
that this has happened before.
She's got some golden ratio shit going
I
on with those
expect-
things. That tells you.
I expect that kind of behavior from Shocks. I do not expect Janie to join him in that.
They're enticing.
The two of you together, just both staring at your phone. Breathing
That's
heavily
great audio content.
Breathing heavily into fucking into the microphones. Being like, oh yeah, there's look at the shit. I'm like, that's crazy. That's
How long
crazy.
ago was
This is
this?
like maybe a month ago. It feels like 2 years.
A month
passed.
ago? Okay, the
Maybe.
last time I heard this was last year.
It feels like last year, but it was like a month
No,
ago.
no,
2 months
legitimately. The
ago.
last time I heard about this was on a podcast with you guys, like last year. I
don't-
has to.
We
be.
don't talk about Sydney Sweeney's boobs usually on the show. I think that was the
I've
first
had
time.
this conversation before.
No, actually, we've never had this conversation.
You're
We're-
fucking with
we're
me.
gaslamping you. It's
No,
called-
yeah, dude. Stop
gaslighting.
fucking kerosene lighting me,
Yeah, we're
man.
gaslamping you.
Stop
You're
it.
getting gas lamped.
I
We're
can't.
LED
Thank you.
headlighting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I will shoot you with a gun if you LED headlight me
I
on the
hate
road.
those
I
fucking
will
things.
crash my car into yours with no survivors except me.
I'm putting LED headlights into my car soon, actually, like unironically. I have to. I'm sorry. Fucking, have you seen the...
I'm just excited for when you finally just like go, you know, as the situation deteriorates, as you just start like turning your LLV into like a killdozer for the mail.
No,
You
my
start
personal vehicle-
welding armored
My
fucking
personal
plates to
vehicle...
it.
My personal vehicle has, like... There's a recall. They did a recall on every single Nissan, the kind of Nissan that I drive, because they are fucking, like, it doesn't matter how much you change the fucking, like, light thing in there. There's the way that the housing is, they literally don't let out enough light. They're too dim to drive at night. They've been deemed too dim to drive at night. Like,
Okay, well that's an exception though. I'm not talking about you.
Well, I have to go when I got the letter to do the recall, I took it back to the dealership, but I bought my Nissan from a Toyota dealership. And they were like, we don't service.
You don't know how it got here.
Yeah, we don't service Nissans at the Toyota dealership. You'd have to take it to a Nissan dealership. So I took it there, and like, we have no record that you bought it from here, so we can't service this. So I'm like, well, one of you son of a bitches is gonna. So I'm just gonna fucking put in LED headlights. It's easier that way. It's literally faster.
All right,
That's
man.
it. So I have to, and I'm gonna put the Xenon, the super high ones, and I'm gonna get my.
Oh, cool! Those like big blue ones or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift my Nissan Altima.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna lift it to 4 feet.
Unrelated, but I'm buying like one of those like light guns that has 100,000 lumens that can be directed in like a single point, and just cruise around like Middle California or whatever, looking for you. So I see those LEDs coming, boop, just a quick boop right in the eyes.
I watched a kid at a park give himself an epileptic seizure with a little laser
Tight.
gun. Yeah, I was on my lunch.
With a
and
what gun?
You know those little like lasers, the pew, 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 pew. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The,
like
Yeah,
the cat
kinda.
toys, or was he like around the fancy green or blue ones you can like pop balloons with?
It was not a fucking like actual laser gun. It was like one of those. It was those like flashy light laser guns. But I was like sitting. I'm sitting eating my lunch on the park bench, and there's like a sandbox, and he's standing, and like all his friends, they're all playing and shooting each other with these like fake laser ray guns. And this little kid
Open the laser tag arenas.
puts his hood up, right, and
Tight.
then presses the laser part of the gun like up to his eyes, and like does like covers it and like shoots it, and then I just watched him do that, and then he just started. And then I was like, "Oh my god!" And before I could react, his parents were like, "Oh, you did it again!" Like, he had done this shit before. Damn, dude.
Maybe that's how he gets his kicks.
Just some kid with fucking epilepsy that keeps triggering it because he likes
guys
how it
wanna
makes
see
him feel
something cool?
screwy.
I was like, "Damn, this kid's going places, dude."
Oh my
This kid's got a great career in showbiz ahead of him.
Yeah,
Shoot.
he's willing
I
to go
tell
the
you.
distance. But hearing the parent go like, "Oh, you did it again," and like be mad, not like, yeah, not like it came from a place of anger, not a place of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like a place
concern.
of, you son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
you fucking asshole.
You little shit.
I told you not to give yourself epileptic seizures, you little shit.
And yeah, it was very funny. He was fine. He got back up and he like walked
Yeah.
away. But like, it was pretty funny. Trying to think, anything else happened interesting?
Nope. Nothing else in nothing else in the world.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think if anything
there's no
interesting
news.
happened to me this week.
I'm gonna be on more episodes. I'll tell you that.
You better be
Yeah.
in more episodes.
I also used Claude to make a like a voice activated auto clicker to make my job easier, so I could play more video games
Hell yeah.
while I work.
Can I
very
make
I'm
Claude?
gonna be
Genius of me.
appearing.
Can I
I'm
make
gonna be
Claude deliver the mail for me?
No, unfortunately, because it's kind of
I'm
do it.
I'm gonna rip into Deepface next time I talk to him and be like, "Bro, come on, dude. Isn't this your guy? Isn't this your guy, dude? Isn't this your guy? Aren't you
He can't
supposed to
fucking
help me?
deliver the mail, dog.
You can't deliver the
fucking-
mail, bro? What's
he
going
can't
on,
even
dude?
fucking deliver the mail.
Your man
Claude
Claude
can't even fucking
Yeah.
deliver the fucking
mean-
mail, bro.
From the previews, it looks like Death Stranding 2 part of it is that they figured out how to make AI deliver the mail.
No. Only took a catastrophe or something.
Yeah, no, we need a catastrophe to bring everybody together to fix the mail.
So this could either end up in Death Stranding, or it could end up in the movie The Mailman, starring Kevin Costner.
Kevin Conlon, yeah.
What if it was the Christian? What if it was the Christian Bale man, and he was like, "I'm Christian Bale," you know?
Oh, you mean man?
He just introduced himself.
I was Batman. I'm Christian Bale.
Cool. Tight. I thought the guy from Harry Potter was a better Batman than you were. What's your response?
What if you made a movie that was just about Christian Bale? He's like, I don't know what kind of body to have.
Yeah. I thought maybe I should be really skinny, but then no, be fat. So I was fat for Batman.
I was Fat Man.
I was Fat Man. This fucking show sucks. This show sucks. The worst I've ever
Much like
Batman.
much like the big fat man from Dune, I too sat in the poop tub, the poop goop, if you would, and then levitated above my minions and threatened them vaguely.
It's just the Danny Elfman Batman theme, but it's all played on a tuba.
Okay.
Anyway, we got Patreons to read off?
Yeah, we do got Patreons to read off. Do you want to read them off, or do you want me to do it? I already got them.
I can do it. I just need to pull up the list.
Well, it's too late. I already did it, so.
All right, well.
So
fuck me then, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
I'll just go. Guess I'll just fucking jump off a fucking cliff.
It doesn't feel good to bully anyone. If only me is
just
fine.
Jump off a fucking cliff, I guess. Huh?
What are we're supposed to? What's the activation phase this week? It's like pimpy, 3x pimpy.
We're doing fucking like MK Ultra activation phrases now.
We should do weekly activation.
Austin
phrases.
Power.
Yeah, today's this week's activation code is 2x pimpy, 3x bait. So
Austin Power.
No, it's 3x
2x pimpy, 3x babe, Austin
3x
Power.
3x pimpy, 2x babe. Come on.
3x pimpy, 2x babe, Austin Power.
All right. Anyway, shouts out to the following schizophrenics who pay for this. $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund, Carrie.
3x, $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund, 2x Carrie.
Stop it, because this is going to make me
This
insane.
is not pig Latin. That's going to also going to make this take 30 minutes, and I got to get to bed.
Cassio.
How many of these are there?
Cassio.
Cassio has a huge number of models, like the F91W, the A168.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Were there 7 fucking Cassios?
No, that was all Cassio.
Oh, it was all one guy.
Follow
Okay,
ultra high dose zinc enjoyer. Yeah, she understands me. Flesh Kaiju, Fuzzy Nalgas, Grungus Fungus Dungus, Hamwitch, aka Hamstrokers Ejacula, aka Hamrich Witchler. I hate that one.
Nope, that one's bad. Change that.
Here's how you look like if you were a gaijin or gabacho.
Gaijin or gazpacho.
Just like it. Kevin Villasane, Keeper, Christopher Lynch, Malik Nunez, Marin is Spitting You, Pablo Amas, Ripstone, Roboy, Scubacho, Steve Favreau, Shmoo, Subware Systems, Steven Civignano, the artist currently known as Cookie, Theo, Vote Adebisi 2028 and 2032 and 2036 and 2040 and 2044 and 2048. Okay. A Bag of Sand, Andrew Morgado, Auger, Benny Brody, Brian Age, Cha Cha Slide, Chris McTiger, Chris Varley, Chris Wade, Cody Hewitt, Doug M, even smaller Micro Peanuts, Frank Jab C, Fred Sharman, Gabriel, Griselda Noises.
Oh my god, wait, Frank Jab C sub to the Patreon?
Yes,
yeah.
And he's a homie. I talk to him sometimes.
Awesome.
Devil in France, Homer Runtime, Infested Deck, Jason Zoller, Jim Schmungus, Joe Cassidy, Jonathan Weber, Josh G, Kibien, Kenzie Trial, Knife Dog, Laura, Luke Simasek, Marie, Mesh, Mystified, Miss Bird, Names, Obi-Wan Khashoggi, Oganas, and Patrick Goldman, Prius Patrol, Rias, Richard Koknar, Rianne, Sadish, Radish, Sarah Zadig, Slithers, Sokram Legnar, Solidus Red, Super Mail Boy 64, Spenny, Spermicidal Tendencies, Stephen V, Tegan, the disfigured love child of all John Favreau's, the empty set, the limit.
Whoa, that's a powerful one.
Yeah. the limit. Actually do a pound of ground turkey. Wax replica. World's largest Marcosian husk, and rounding us all out, as always, you know him, you love him, I love him. World's largest micro-peen husk.
Everybody wants to be him. We got three. We got three imposters.
We got 3 imposters in the penis.
It's crazy. It's like a reverse Among Us. Everyone's an imposter. except
we
the
got
one.
we got solid micro-penis, liquid micro-penis, solidus micro-penis, naked micro-penis, punished micro-penis, venom micro-penis.
If you're in the San Jose area, by the way, this is going to go out first thing to like midnight. So if you're a psychopath and you're awake and you're listening to this and you're in the San Jose area, there's a mailman rally that I'm going to be at.
Woo!
It's going to be on North First Street in San Jose at the post office.
Bring your copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Bring your copy of the Hatch Act. Bring your copy
of turkey sandwich on rye.
I'm going to actually start making I love the Hatch Act merch. I think it's like, yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah, I think it's the move.
I love, especially now, bringing up the Hatch Act is so funny because it's getting violated with such regularity, like on higher offices now.
But not by me.
Yeah, not by me. Not by me. Yep. I love the Hatch Act.
By
I
Marcos.
fucking love the Hatch Act.
Exactly. Exactly.
People ask me, so why is Marcos violate the Hatch Act? I say he doesn't. He loves it. He loves it more than life itself.
That's right.
It's true. All right. Anyways. Bye.
He wants to preserve America to preserve the Hatch Act.